How you doing? Mike Heilman here from Average at Best. I'm going to show you how to play one of my favorite songs to do live with the band called Landslide. It was originally written by Stevie Nicks of Fleetwood Mac, but Lindsey Buckingham, their guitarist, did the real cool work on it. And that's all with his right hand. This type of picking that he does on the song really makes it in the live versions. If you want to see a really cool version, you could look on YouTube and find the dance live version from 1997, and they really do a great job with that. The way he does this with his hand here is he does something called Travis picking with his right hand. So in that, the thumb plays the bass notes, and those are going to be on the downbeat, and on the upbeat, you alternate between picking these two fingers. So it sounds something like this. Anyways, so what you're going to do is put your thumb on the A string, and you're going to alternate on the beat between the A string and the D string with your thumb. So it's just your thumb part's going to be this. So do that for a while if you're not used to doing this kind of picking, and you can really get that motion of your thumb down. Your hand is just going to be nice and relaxed on these on the guitar here, because you can't really do a good finger pick if you're really tensed up. Just nice and relaxed. So practice alternating your thumb just to kind of get relaxed and kind of get used to where the strings are, especially if it's your first time. And once you have that down, you can add in your pointer finger, which is going to be on the G string, and it's going to sound like this. And the pointer finger is going to be on the upbeat, alternating between thumb hits. Okay, so do that a few times just to get used to using your finger with your thumb and alternating and playing on the upbeat too. And once you have everything down, you can throw your middle finger on the upbeat as well, and your pointer finger and middle finger are going to alternate which upbeat they're on. And it'll sound like this. And just keep practicing that until it's so smooth you can do it in your sleep, just doing that motion with your fingers. So once you have that down, you can start to work on the chords. Fleetwood Mac plays it with capo on the 3rd fret. Sorry, wow. If you're a Dixie Chicks fan, they move it all the way up to the 7th and do it up there. But I like Fleetwood Mac better, so we're going to do it on the 3rd fret. The first chord that you're going to play is a C chord. And it's just that same picking pattern throughout the whole song. And then, so you're going to do that. Basically, it's 4 beats of each chord. So you start off with the C, and then you're going to move to a G. And most people probably play a G like this. Let me just move so you can see it. With this high note ringing out. But because of the way we're picking this song, we don't really need to worry about the high string at all. So we're going to move it so that this D is in here, and that we don't play the high G there. So we're going to play it like this with our pointer finger on the bass note here, 2nd fret of the A string, and just your ring finger on the 3rd fret of the B string. And it's going to sound like this. Okay, so right now we have. Okay, and then we're going to go to an A minor 7, which is your pointer finger on the 1st fret of the B string, and then your middle finger on the 2nd fret of the D string. It's basically a C chord without the bass note. And you're just going to alternate this pattern, and then you go back to the G after that. And you're going to alternate this pattern throughout all the verse. I'll spare you the singing, but it's going to sound like this. Okay, so that's the verse. Now when we get up to the chorus, that's where she says, I've been afraid of changes, and that part, we're going to, instead of landing on, we're going to land on a D there instead of a G. So instead of your thumb or pointer finger being on the second fret of the A string, you're going to move it up to the second fret of the G string instead and let it ring out like that. And then you're going to play the I've been afraid of changes part. It starts off with a G chord. Now you're going to put your middle finger on the G note. That's the third fret of the lowest string. And your ring finger is going to be the same place it usually is, on that third fret of the B string. And then your thumb is going to actually pick the low string instead of the second lowest string. And then you're going to walk it down so that an F sharp's in the bass on the next chord. And then you're going to play an E minor chord. These are all pretty simple chords that you can look up anywhere. And then it's just back to the same pattern. And if I pick it, it's going to sound like this. That's pretty much the song. It's pretty simple. If you want to know how to play, Lindsey does a pretty cool solo in the middle, and I'm going to have another video up quickly about how to play that. But once you get this picking down with this hand, the chords are so simple that you shouldn't even have to worry about them, and you're going to have a great song to play either by yourself or with a singer or with maybe even a full band if you want to do it. It's so versatile, and you can play it anywhere you want. Enjoy.